Hey, everybody. Thank
Welcome
you for
to,
coming
to
in. Sorry, go ahead,
welcome
gentlemen.
to welcome to Tuesday night Shadowrun shenanigans. I'm Bob, your GM. We are careening toward the end of season 8 of Chicago Missions. We are probably going to conclude mission 0805 tonight. That's Sleeping Giants. So previously on Chicago Missions, our team was hired to escort your good friend Simon Andrews down into the tunnels below Wrigley Field and get trid footage of whatever you happen to find. So on the way there, you got to Wrigley Field. You found that it's being sort of patrolled by Lone Star. By patrolled, they're basically sitting at the front door with their feet up, watching the Urban Brawl game. You guys went around back and busted the lock open. Actually, I think you were a little more subtle than that. I think you managed to pick the lock. And so you guys got inside. And I think at that point, Andy was sent to pick up the missing members of the team while you guys went down below. So you guys went to Simon Andrews told you that the entry to the tunnel system was in the back room of a local. Calling it a dive bar is being generous. It is a dive bar with all locally sourced moonshine, we'll say, and one bottle of Soy-Weiser Extra Gold that is on display. The Soy-Weiser Extra Gold, for comparison, is 1,000 new yen for that bottle. So I think you guys got sticker shock and decided to go with the Wrigley Lightning, as they call it. And I guess to be fair, only one of you went with the Wrigley Lightning. The rest of you sort of left it in various states of not drinking it, throwing it away, and so forth.
Dissolving the floorboards with it.
Dissolving the floorboards with it. You were offered wings, and neither made the mistake of asking of what critter. But you guys got down to the tunnel system, and it was something like 100 meters down, and then down into a tunnel that went opened up in this big cavern with tunnels going all different directions. And in addition to all of the other cocoons hanging from the wall, you saw the big cocoon about the size of a GMC Banshee. For those of us still living in the 2020s, maybe about the size of a school bus or a small tank. And it was wriggling and writhing like something was trying to bust out of it. And then none other than your old friend, Dr. Martin Tate, walked around, cut an incision from it, and then the Western Dragon Aethellinda burst forth from it, having been converted into a wasp dragon queen. And it's at that point that you guys decided, yeah, we've got enough footage to give us nightmares the rest of our days. Let's get out of here. And then you guys almost revealed yourselves. I think there was a critical glitch that had to be spent upon. And then you guys managed to get out. Apparently, the many insect spirits within the cavern did not give chase. And I remember some people bemoaning that was kind of an insult, but also realizing it was probably for the best. And as you guys popped up back into the dive bar, Mather did a quick sensing and realized that the bartender, Carl, Carl was a good merge wasp spirit, probably about force 4 or 5. Not wanting to press the issue and wondering just how many other wasp spirits are inhabiting Wrigley Field, you guys decided to get the frag out. So we'll pick up with KO. KO is working the family shop. It's your day to work the shop. You had a couple of comm calls. The rest of your team tried to patch you into a conference call, but your mom stood firm and said, if you're going to live under this roof, you got to tend the shop once in a while. Fortunately, it is getting close to closing time for the shop, because you hear a horn outside. And by horn, it's like an explosion it's a sound clip out of Billy Berserker.
Checks out.
Incredible.
About right.
Mom?
Yeah?
I gotta go.
Gotta go.
I gotta go.
Those friends of yours are keeping you away from the shop too much.
Well, you told me to go get another job, so I got one, and I gotta go.
All right, I'll close up.
Okay, love you, bye. And I run out.
All right, so you run out, and sure enough, there is Andy, sitting in front of the door, in front of the shop, with its normal VR, with its normal AR displays of past Billy Berserker shows, being broadcast over its electrochromic plating. The front passenger side door opens, and you hear Andy say, "Get in."
I take time to pick up a pebble from the ground, and then I get in.
Okay, you pick up a pebble from the ground. And you get in, the door closes, and you realize you are the only person in the vehicle. And the vehicle speeds off. So you get this sort of, you're back in your seat.
Mmm.
Frodo said, "Come and get you." I couldn't find Mac.
Well. All right. Who are we meeting up with?
We're going to pick up Frodo and the gang.
Okay. What's the situation? Do you know?
We're going to Wrigley Field. The latest chatter is, you might want to see this. And this is about the time that Frodo, you upload all the footage to your pan, and it goes to Frodo's memory banks as well. And it goes to Andy's memory banks as well. And Andy broadcasts an AR to your heads-up display. The TRID footage of, so there's Dr. Martin Tate, your favorite person in the world, or certainly bottom 5, cutting and quickly descending because he's cutting out a dragon wasp queen that used to be Ethelinda. So you remember Ethelinda was the Western dragon that you rescued, gave to Lothan, and then apparently when Lothan got kidnapped, so did Ethelinda.
Cool.
So now Ethelinda is a wasp queen as well as a dragon.
Great.
And so while you're watching this, so you see little bits and pieces of the rest of the team standing in the footage. It hasn't been scrubbed yet. So you see that Mather and Gertrude and Frodo are there, along with Simon Andrews.
Okay.
And so you pull up to the backside of Wrigley Dome. formerly Wrigley Field. And you see the rest of the team climbing into Darcy. So this is where you guys all meet.
I have my feet up on the dash, and I'm definitely eating an Aries Mars bar that I found.
You definitely found it. I was saving that for later.
Did you suddenly become a rat shaman? What is going on?
Wait, what?
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, get your feet off the dash. Hey, Andy, where's Mac?
She wasn't answering her comms.
Oh, all right.
So we've got a bug dragon?
Yes. Among other things. So Simon, what did you want us to do now that you have the footage?
And you look over and Simon's on his comm. You ain't gonna believe this, Juan. I got a tale to tell. I gotta meet you straight away. Got the bleeding team with me. Yeah, I'll be there. And he hangs up and says, "Time to meet old Wani boy."
And where are we doing that?
He gives you an address. It's not a fancy restaurant or anything. It looks like it's a. You know the area well enough. It's a warehouse on the edge of the CZ.
Thanks for the ride, Gertrude. And he's gonna send the still links back into the universe, and then he's going to head over to Andy.
Okay. So let's do this. We'll move you guys to. So let's see. So Frodo goes back to Andy. Ao's and Andy. And then we've got Gertrude, Mother, and Johnny in Darcy. And then no answer from me.
That works.
So how's your mod doing there, KO? He says as he rolls up into the little pod.
She's fine. Cranky.
Gotcha. I'm glad you can join us.
Yeah, got responsibilities. Can't run in the shadows all the time.
All right, I hear you. Alrighty, and then I start Andy up, and then start headed towards the.
Okay. And then Simon says, "So your other friends are in the other vehicle, right? They showed up."
I believe so.
Oh wait, did Simon go over with into Andy?
No, he's still in Darcy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh. The other two, they're in the other vehicle.
Okay. So he slides across. So let's see, that would be 72K then, because there are 6 of you.
All right.
Thank you for money.
Hey, wait, yeah. Let's split KOs up like 5 ways.
No, don't. I left.
That's true. You did make it.
So to be fair, he slides it over to Mather, who was responsible for the negotiation. And the 72K includes, it is as negotiated 12K each, assuming that your 2 other teammates showed up, which both of them didn't, but you didn't tell Simon that.
Oh. Well,
we don't volunteer information.
My logic's not that high. Sometimes I have trouble counting.
And to be fair, only one of you has seen who all's in the other vehicle. Yeah, that's Frodo. And then presumably you get a sense of who joins and who doesn't join the group chat.
Yeah, but I wasn't watching it that close. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So now what?
basically-
So we're gonna
Yeah.
go meet Juan?
So you're on your way to meet Juan, apparently.
Okay.
So as you pull up to the address, it's a warehouse with there are signs about the size of GMC Bulldog emblazoned with the As Technology logo. And it looks like this warehouse has been it's been partly torn down and partly reconstructed as a residential structure. So it's in the process of being converted. And then there's the first step. So you've got on one side there's like the remains of a warehouse. On the other side is what appears to be like either a small office block or a residential area. And then there's clearly this section in the middle that's taller than the rest that is ultra sleek and clearly emblazoned with the Aztec logo and looks like a small office building. And you see there are a number of security guards outside. And as you pull up, one of them looks at you and then sort of does the Secret Service thing, and then says, "This way."
Alrighty.
So you all get out and go in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, we follow.
Okay.
Look around. Anything? Everything seem ordinary, normal.
Nothing here looks really normal. This is a place that's being converted into an Aztec compound, and you see several people in heavy armor with assault rifles. And over the left shoulder, you see a swatch of jaguar patterned fabric. So a couple of them take you to an elevator, which then goes to the top floor and opens into this sort of what every junior executive or every Johnson dreams they're going to have. It's this sort of the full floor is their office with a view out onto. Well, the dream is a view out into someplace prettier than the CZ, but that's what he has right now. So there's this big desk that is clearly, it's like a butcher block wood. And you see Juan Schwedel as he stands up. Let me pull up his picture for you. There we go. Just tell me what you have.
Seems like Tate has been messing around with dragons and fusing them with bugs. That's at least that's what I could pick up.
That's accurate and as upsetting as it sounds.
Okay. And so Simon sends across his footage. And you see that come up on an AR display over the butcher block desk. He says, "Thank you for bringing this to me." Unfortunately, events have unfolded that require me to retain your services further. As the third-party gatherer of this data, you are in a unique position to deliver it to others and to recruit them to our side. What you have found is evidence of one of the single greatest threats to the city since the containment zone walls went up. This dragon thing will begin to reproduce quickly, and the city may be overrun with insects again. I need you to deliver this information to representatives of both Mitsuhama and Renraku in the city. They may be more inclined to listen to you than to me. Corporate politics being what they are. Contact them, show them the information, and tell them their operations and profits in Chicago depend on forming a joint task force. Do not contact Horizon or Dr. Tate. As you can see, they're already compromised.
Should we only contact Renraku and Mitsuhama?
I think that will be enough, and you may have contacts among them. We need a minimum of 3 AAA corporate representatives to force negotiations to the corporate court.
Any recommendations on the third one? People with guns, perhaps, like Ares.
Well, a minimum of 3. The 2 of us, and he points to Simon, represent 2.
Oh, wait, what corp are you with, Simon?
Oh, you don't know? I work for Master Lofweir, Sana Krupp.
Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
And by Master Lofweir, you have heard of Lofweir, the Great Dragon.
Yeah,
Lofweir is the dragon who, very early after the Awakening, walked up to the German corporation, Seder Krupp, and dropped a pile of gold and said, "I'm going to buy this place." And because it was a dragon and a big pile of gold, they said, "Okay."
All right, that makes sense.
it was the most dragon thing that had ever dragoned up.
Accomplish this task, Juan continues, and I shall double your pay.
Yeah, but what are you expecting us to do?
Just what I've said. Contact your contacts in Mitsuhama and Renraku.
Does anybody know anybody from there? Because I don't.
Yeah, so yeah, Frodo's been hung out to dry and does not have any contacts. I think he's got one. Well, the only person who takes your calls, Frodo, is Goober.
Yeah.
Goober and you may find after this meeting that your comrades have other contacts.
All right. I'll let you guys play phone tag.
don't worry,
contact me
Frodo.
once this is done.
Okay.
Thank you.
And the entry is reversed. The guards escort you back out, and you find yourselves back near your vehicles.
Very gracious. Have your people call my people. So, yes, we get to talk to corporations. Very exciting for everyone.
You get to talk to corporations.
Oh, I'm such a sharer, though. Yes, you're right.
Well, who knows who at those places? I mean, I've heard of Sarah Silverleaf.
I
but
have
don't
Sarah
know her.
Silverleaf's number.
Yeah, so Sarah Silverleaf is is Renraku's Johnson. And it occurs to you, you recently saved her life.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mitsuhama contact is a little more complicated because that was Maggie Goldberg, who did not fare so well.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say I knew a Mitsuhama contact.
Mm-hmm.
So I send Sarah Silverleaf's contact to Mather.
I have it. I know her very well. Thank you.
Okay. I message Remo and ask him if he knows of anyone that we can talk to at
Mitsuhama.
Mitsuhama. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that was.
I wanted to say Mitsubishi so bad, and I was like, don't.
It is indeed Mitsuhama.
Like, hey, do you know of anyone? Have you worked with anyone?
So Remo comes back a few minutes later and says, well, of course, the person you knew there, she's dead. Her former assistant goes by the name of Carol Staples. And you may be able to, so here's the number, and you may be able to parlay the former relationship into something.
Thanks, Remo. 3 heart emojis. And then I tell Gertie. Yeah, if you can reach out to Maggie, rest in peace, as former assistant, I think maybe we can go from there.
Okay, do we want to give that contact information to Mather as well, or do you want us to try and reach out first?
I send to both.
Well, you were friends with Ms. Goldberg. I was not. So if you'd like to make that entree, and then I don't think there's a point of negotiation here. We're already being employed to do this thing. So I'm happy to help with this, with convincing them, though I don't think, oh, by the way, there is a dragon bug spirit that's going to kill us all if we don't team up, is a pretty good motivator. I don't think it's going to require a whole lot more than that. Also, other corporations are on board, and you're all in that same club hanging above us, like sword of Damocles all the time. So you're all pals, right? Right? Cool. All right, so let's do this. That's sort of where my head's at.
So you make a call then.
Correct, Doctor. You're going to make a phone call?
Sure. I mean, I knew her. I won't say that we were friends. I mean, I'm friends with everybody, but yeah, I can make a call.
She was a contact of yours.
Yes.
Yes, she was not a contact of mine.
So yeah, I'll call the assistant.
Okay, so you call Carol Staples. This is Carol Staples, Mitsuhama.
Hi, Carol. My name is Gertie, and I used to work for a coworker of yours who recently had a bad accident. And my coworkers and I were hoping that we could work with you on a project that the former coworker had left previously unfinished.
Stand by, please. And she places you on hold for a moment. And then after about a minute, picks back up. Yes, Gertrude, I believe your name was. Miss Goldberg felt very highly of you.
Well, I thought highly of her too, and I am sorry for what happened to her.
Yes, we at Mitsuhama mourn her loss.
I'm sure.
What can I do for you?
That's what happened to her is actually kind of why we're calling, because there is apparently going to be an infestation, and we need a representative from Mitsuhama to make the call.
Go ahead and pick a social skill you think is appropriate and roll that.
Social skill. I've got that says navigation, not negotiation. I do have negotiation.
I think you did buy it at one point.
Yeah, and intimidation. Those are my 2 social skills. So I'll go for negotiation.
Okay.
I'm not trying to bully her right now.
Ooh.
Bully her now.
That seems about right. Do you have any proof of this?
Oh, and I'll hand the comm to Mather. And is Mather, you're in Darcy with me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hand the comm to Mather and say, make the video go. I don't want to hang up on her accidentally.
The video of the... Yes. I see. So here's the situation. Hello, my name is Mather. I also was an associate. I did not know your friend very well. However, we are in a situation. Last year, I suppose, a month ago, we rescued a dragon from bug shamans. And handed it off to an associate named Lothan the Wise. I'm sure this is in your record somewhere since you know everything that we're doing because of Maggie. But they got the dragon back after they got... There is a dragon that is bonding with a bug. It is going to continue to grow and give birth, and it is an infestation. We have 2 members of the corporate court on board. We'd all like to not die. Who can authorize your assistance?
Could make a negotiation test.
Yeah, I figured this. I figured it. You know, man, the lion, his mouth's moving except when it's not. Except when he's not lying. He's just like, look, we can negotiation.
What can we say? Some of Mather's lies are true.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's truth in every lie, and a lie in every truth. There you go.
And you have proof of this.
Ping the video over.
Okay. Would you put your associate back on, please?
Yes, thank you so much. It was a pleasure and a delight. Here's your friend. and the phone back to the doctor.
She pauses for a moment and then gets closer and whispers, "Blink twice if you need help."
Help? What?
Blink twice if you've been kidnapped.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Johnny, whose cat is sound filters turned way up, just starts laughing and coughing in the back seat.
I see. Yes, I will run this up the chain very quickly. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Thanks for answering my call and also caring if I got kidnapped. That was really nice.
I send a quick message. I send a quick reminder message to Gertie that says, remember to tell them not to tell Horizon or any of those people.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah. You should keep it in house. Yeah. Horizon is problematic with this particular issue.
Oh, and she's clearly pulling it up in AR. She's like, is that? What is his name?
I'm sure if you
Horizon
look at
Doc.
your notes, it would tell you.
Not good. Indeed. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. And she hangs up.
All righty. Well, that was lovely.
Yeah, I guess she thought you kidnapped me. I was confused about
How
that part.
rude. No one ever has to. I just ask people and they come with me. They don't have to. No, it's never not voluntary. It's just gross. No fun in kidnapping.
That seems true.
Meanwhile, Johnny's still chuckling in the back.
Yeah.
Done your share of kidnapping or whatever it is you people for fun. But it's not my bag. Anyway. All right. So now that is 3 total, including the 2 that we already have.
Isn't 4 better?
Oh, yes. I was going to reach out to Sarah Silverleaf and
Whom you do have as a contact.
I do because
and whom you guys did save her life.
I was instrumental in spending smackdowns to save her life. So, ding, ding, send it in with my little, send my card along ahead, make sure she knows it's me.
Oh, Mather, what can I do for you?
I wish this was just a social call. This is, I assume you're in the line is secure.
Beep, beep. You hear static quickly, and then it encrypts the line.
You remember that nasty dragon? And that the bug shaman vampire was trying to turn into a bug?
Yes.
Yes. Well, we gave that vampire to the flames. That's what we gave the vampire to. We gave the dragon to Lothan to protect. Lothan got grabbed by the bug cultists, and now we have a bug queen manifesting in the form of a dragon.
A bug dragon queen?
Yep, definitely. That's exactly what we have.
Do you have any proof of this?
Ding, ding. There you go. There's your copy.
Oh. I need to talk with my superiors immediately.
Understood. We
and
also
clearly,
have three other of your peers on the court already know and are involved. Horizon and who was the other one? Doctor. I don't remember names.
Dr. Tate and Horizon are the bad ones to talk about.
Which one was about?
Horizon and Dr. Tate.
Oh, Dr. Tate. I thought there was another corporation. Horizon compromised, and not in a good way, if you know what I'm saying.
I recognize that fragger.
Yes. Oh, you know what? So many people have said that. He must be terribly popular or unpopular. Anyway.
Well, even before he was competition, but now he is competition.
Right? Yes. Yeah. Oh, well put. I'm going to remember that one. All right. Yes. You go tell your people, and and then we can put everybody together.
My people will get in touch with your people immediately.
Oh, you know what? Fantastic. Sarah, it's always a pleasure. Adios. Ding ding. All right, that's 4 on board now. Unless they come back and go, no, we love bugs. And then we know we have another problem.
Okay. So what do you do now?
Buy some rockets.
Yeah.
Like rockets to get off the planet?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking of you're right. Buy some
rocket
missiles.
launchers.
Yeah, rocket launchers, missiles.
No, I was thinking rockets to get off the planet. That was exactly where I was going. It's like, yep, definitely.
No.
I say, if you have that balloon now, it won't get us all the way off the planet, but it'll at least get us off the ground.
How much of the planet will it get us?
I was
Hey,
thinking.
Mather. Since our job was only to get one of them, if we get both of them, do you think we can get another bonus?
Oh, I intend to angle for that, yes, but ultimately, and I mean being very, very sincere here, I do not want everyone in the universe to die. So, priority 1, get these people together to stop this thing. But yes, I will definitely go. We managed to get 2 on board. Bonus, and if they go, this is not the time, Mather, then I'll go, understood, and then we'll move on. It's unlikely they'll say that. It's just money, and they intend to make money continue to be worth something by getting everyone to still be alive to spend money. So, but yes.
So at this point, you call Juan back. And he does give you a variation of it's not the time, but he does pay up the double of what you had negotiated up front with Sungmin.
It just expenses one, you know how it is.
So it's another 72K split between the 5 of you.
Okay. 72. We're sitting here going, pocket change. It's fine. Meanwhile, KO's going over there going, it's almost what my focus costs.
Yeah. So at this point, we have completed mission 0805.
It's a good run, guys. See you next week.
We will actually go ahead and take our break early this session, and then we'll come back and we're going to start 0806.
All right.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
I'm excited. This has got my heart beating funny. I'm not gonna lie.
You should get that checked out, sir.
I should.
Please.
Back in
I'll just
10,
do it.
folks.
We'll see you in 10.
Do what I usually do.
Can I just ask, what does a summoning tea kettle look like?
Oh, a summoning tea kettle. It is made out of cast iron that has been painted ritually with symbols in blood, obviously, that are then coated and shellacked over so that they don't flake off. And that way it can last for centuries. And we use a nice clear coat, though, so you can see them quite nice, quite clear. We mix in with the blood. We mix in the iridescent paint, so it gives us a nice little beautiful shimmer, especially as it heats up. And as you heat it up, that's where the magic happens, because that is when all of the symbols start to glow and get bright and beautiful. And as the tea kettle whistles, that is the summoning ritual complete.
If you have an interest in using the summoning tea kettle, or taking part in any of the other worlds in our games, you don't have to have experience. Just join our Discord, and the GM will work with you and help you find a game you enjoy. The link is in the chat.
Ready to level up your cosplay game? Check out the Geek Forge on Etsy. With a variety of props to give your photos that extra spark, you'll find just what you need. Hold magical fire in the palm of your hand, or take a potion to restore your mana. With a large variety of colors, you can choose your own magical flavor for your cosplay. Bring drama to your photo shoots with these vibrant props and more, all available at the Geek Forge. Are you ready to level up your cosplay?
Boo!
Spell. She says spell like 92 times.
That's fine for me.
But thanks for sticking around, folks.
Hi, everybody. The fun conversations we have during the breaks.
No crimes were committed.
No crimes were committed during the break. That is absolutely true. So we have just completed mission 0806 or 0805, Sleeping Giants. We finished 06 during the break.
Boy, it's been a busy day.
We are about to begin 0806 final countdown. This will be the. Let's not go too far into that. We'll get demonetized. But yeah, it is the final mission of the Chicago missions arc, and consequently, very dangerous mission. So I'm giving our group. I've given some money and some karma, and I'm giving them the opportunity to spend before we jump in.
Oh, well.
And if not, you can think about it over the next couple of sessions.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be what I do.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, beef me up. Make me a better me that I can be.
Make you better, stronger, faster.
Yes.
She's far too young to know what that is.
I know Daft Punk.
That's not it.
Oh,
million woman.
That was just rude.
Now it's really old.
I'm just kidding. I've seen that movie. Don't worry.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll jump right into the final countdown, and then you guys can come to me with any literally last minute purchases.
I'm gonna go hit up the mall, the
Maker Collective.
The Maker Collective. Yeah.
Sure.
Can I buy?
A proud subsidiary of Horizon.
You mean the Horizon Maker Collective that's in on this thing? Yeah, sure.
Can we buy skills chips and stuff like that?
Do you have a skill jack?
You know what? I don't think I do. Never mind.
I don't think you do either because you're Mystic Adept, right?
That's right. I literally just think they're just chips with like a skill labeled on the front, and then you eat the chips.
Well, they are, but no, you don't eat them.
Yeah.
Skill Doritos.
They're like soy Ritos, and like after I'm done eating these, I'm gonna be faster.
Stay with me. Skill Ritos.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh boy. So you were going to the fully Horizon owned Maker Collective.
Yeah.
This one, like good idea at the time.
So this time I'm gonna leave Andy at home, and I'm going to. I'm also going to leave the links back at the shop, and I'm going to roll up in the galaxy. I mean, in the universe. And then I'm going to go to the drone shop inside the collective, and I'm going to try to pick up a couple more Dobermans.
A couple more Dobermans.
Yeah.
And that's to replace the ones that you were down?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let me find the drones here. Dobermans, 5K each, and then you had, you've got AK-97s on those, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that will cost you 15K for two.
Actually, how many do you have?
Two is all he's got.
Okay, well then I'll take those two.
You do notice as you look around, a lot of the shelves are becoming more and more bare.
Ooh.
And a number of the shops are just closed.
What's going on? Is it like an economic downturn or something?
What do you mean, what's going on? Haven't you heard? The bugs are back.
You figure... Oh, I guess business has been booming. That's why your shelter's so bare, huh?
Yeah. And people are trying to get out of here.
Fair enough.
Before the walls go back up.
Makes sense. All right, I'll take these Dobermans and get out your hair then.
All right.
Alrighty. All right. So then I'll grab those Dobermans and I'll, wheel them back out to the universe and then head back to my shop.
All right.
I would basically head to the same place, go in, see if I can get through without them dinging me into the Maker Collective. And I'd go to that the heavy weapons dealer I've dealt with in the past.
Okay.
What do you got for missiles?
Missiles. Got my missiles. I've got not much. I've got. Oh boy. I'm sorry, I don't carry missiles here. Come with me.
Yeah.
And he leads you back to like the back room to sell you something that he totally doesn't have.
Right.
So he says, all I've got a couple of strikers.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be loaded with, let me find the loads for those. Those will be, so I've got one that is, there it is. One of these is anti-vehicle, and the other is HE, high explosive.
Take them both. How much do they run?
10K.
10K?
Yep.
Okay.
And the Ass Technology Striker is a disposable.
Yeah.
It's essentially the law rocket.
Yep.
From now.
Yep. Yeah, I figure I'm not gonna. This isn't, if I have to fight that thing, it's not gonna be a situation where I get to stand and reload. All right. That'll be. Yeah. Grapple guns for shooting lines.
Let's see, grapple guns. There we go. So the grapple gun is going to come with. So you have to buy the line to come with it. So a grapple gun with 100 meters of line will be 600.
Okay. I buy as much. How much line does he have?
He's got. He can sell you up to 1,000 meters of line.
Okay. I will go for 1,000 meters of line.
So that'll cost you. It'll cost you a total of 1,000.
Okay.
So one grapple gun and 1,000 meters of line.
All right. Okay. You know where I can get Skillsoft chips around here?
Yeah, I think the shop over there might have a few left.
Okay, unless you've got some armor ones.
Yeah, I've got an armorer one.
So you got one. What's the rank he's got on it?
Let me see here. He's got let's say a rating 3 for 15K.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can get a higher rating from over there because that's not much better than what I know myself.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd walk over to the other place.
Go ahead and make let's make a negotiations test.
Yep. And surprise, surprise, I think I'm going to it's not Johnny's strongest suit. But let's see.
Wow. 11 hits on 13 dice.
Okay. That's what can happen. That's a successful pre-edge. A pre-edge and a NERP. Wow, that last 6 did its job.
Yeah, so he has one. The shop you roll up to has one skill soft left that's above rating 2, and it is a nice shiny armor rating 6 chip.
Okay. How much does it run me?
And with that roll, you'll get that for 20K.
Okay. I probably won't live anyway, so if I have to sleep on somebody's couch, I'll sleep on someone's couch. Because I think that just spent my next month's.
And you do notice at this point, people are starting to take notice of you.
As in, who's starting to take notice of me?
The guards at the door are starting to take notice of you.
Okay.
They're starting to stare a little too much in your direction.
Yep, I'm heading out the door.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll ask the because I got a big package with me and everything at this point. Is there a back way out of here?
Yeah, go back there, take a left.
Okay. I would try and sneak out the back way then.
All right. Yeah, you have no trouble sneaking out the back.
All right. Call my bike to me so that I don't have to go around the building. And then I head out.
All right.
I love the mental image of Johnny riding with like 2 missile launchers on his back on his
Yeah, this big equipment bag. But I got plenty of rope to strap it to myself.
Good.
And Gertrude, were you considering something?
I was looking at the possibility of, because this is, wrapping things up, that I had this one thing on my wish list of an adrenaline pump.
Okay.
And I could afford a single rating in it. They're not cheap, but
Oh, they are not cheap. That's right.
No, but they are worth it.
Yes, they are worth every penny.
So
when your adrenaline's pumping, you may as well get some benefit out of it.
Right? So that was what I was looking into, but I don't know how to get it done since we hate Doc Tate, and I probably can't perform surgery on myself like that.
Yeah, you won't be able to perform Bioware surgery on yourself. And is
Here,
Doc
talk
Tate,
me through it. I got you, Doc.
Is Doc Tate your only street doc?
No, we got the new guy who fixed Johnny.
Yeah. The guy
Oh yeah, you guys did meet Carver.
Carver.
I didn't have him on my list.
And his name is Carver.
Yeah.
His name is Carver.
Yep.
Operates the butcher shop in front, street dock in back.
So yeah, I would go convert a couple of my edge to New Yen and drain my bank account for this.
Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to get that installed. We'll call that book price, and then because you have that open to the book, right?
I had it on my list, and the
so it's either the first rating is 55K,
and
and 0.75 essence.
Yeah,
that's the big question. But I don't think you're super low, are you, for essence?
No, I'm at 3.6 essence, so that put me at
Oh, you got plenty.
5.
Oh man, I mean you're still a person at that point. Come see me when you're down, in the
When it's 0.36.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's a zero after that period, after that decimal point, man, you're.
So it takes you a little bit to recover, but you'll have we'll say you have about a week between missions, and so you do that during that week. Is anybody else buying anything real quick?
Yeah, I think it's time to upgrade my my power focus.
So
I've got However, my primary contact got grabbed, so that's good. Good old Lothan.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see how much though. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Bob. What's the biggest power I can get for 100 plus K?
So for 90K, you can buy Force 5 straight out.
All right.
That's probably about as high as you'll be able to get, because that's availability 20.
Okay, I already have a 2. What can they do for me?
Yes, so I'll let you upgrade from 2 to 5. So it'll be 54K.
All right.
And the karma to bond the difference.
I got both those things.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And then you'll just have to remember to insert the appropriate modifier when you roll magic stuff.
Yeah, I've already got it built into
the
roller. I just need to change it from 2 to.
KO?
Well, I got that really cool toe ring last time, and
you spent a bunch of money on that, as I recall.
Not really much time for anything else. I don't really know what I need. What do you think I should get?
Oh my gosh, I'll have to think about that.
Okay, you get back to me.
How much money you got?
Huh?
How much money you got?
Everything that we got.
Just this payout, so 28.8.
Oh, okay.
Plus 69,700.
Okay.
Oh, you got enough to buy another vehicle.
Or some guns. Or
I like to buy a vehicle that I will not drive.
Yeah.
your 6-1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have what firearm skill do you have? Are you just running pistols, or do you have other skills?
I have the firearms group.
Okay.
And I have a close combat group.
So it would be probably worth your while to buy a bigger firearm.
Okay.
But that's not going to cost you a lot of money.
Firearm wise, I have. Come back. Ares Predator 5.
Yeah, so that's a pistol. So you'll want something. I mean, maybe it's not that important for you because you have a weapon focus and you have magic.
Mm-hmm. Sleeping Tiger is like the most protective that I can get my hands on for primary armor. Is that true?
That is for stuff you can walk around on the street with. Yes.
Yeah.
You could try to lay your hands on some heavier stuff, but it'll be stuff that you store in a vehicle somewhere until you need it.
Sounds like we're going to need it.
So let me pull that out. That's in Run and Gun. And you are looking for more armor.
Mm-hmm.
What fixer contacts do you have?
Oh boy. Click on social. I have Lothan the Wise, Matt Rath, Remo, Nick Ryder, Sarah Silverleaf, and then Carver.
You don't know Sid?
Oh, wait. No. Well, I guess.
Well, you guys do know Sid because you've worked for Sid before.
Mm-hmm.
You try to scrub that from your mind.
Yeah, he's greasy with his pasta.
But in this case, he can probably make himself worth your while. And
Okay.
we'll say, as far as heavy armor goes,
And will wearing heavy armor like hinder me in any way?
it is restrictive, which gives you, I believe it gives you a, where is it? I think it gives you a reaction and agility penalty if you're wearing too much of it.
And what is your what's your strength?
My strength is a 5
That should be enough to
with the modifier that gives me like 7.
because there are limits, but
yeah, so that should be enough without too much trouble to do. He can lay his hands on light mil-spec armor.
Okay. I'd like to reach out to him and buy some.
Okay. So that's going to cost you 25,000. So it's above book price.
Okay.
But he can lay his hands on. He can lay his hands on a suit for 25,000.
Okay.
I'll
take it.
It is armor rating 15, and more importantly, it is hardened armor.
Okay. Let me find out where I put this in. Is it in core?
It'll be under the arms tab.
Also under arms. Okay. But it was light mil-spec?
Mil-spec.
Rating 15. Okay. Anything else?
So it has a holster built into it. It is custom fit, so once it's fitted to you, it doesn't fit other people very well. And more importantly, it's hardened armor, which means if the modified damage code does not exceed your armor rating, it does no damage.
Cool. Okay.
But it is very obvious armor. and it is stuff that will have Lone Star calling out high threat response teams.
Good. Maybe they can shoot at this dragon bug instead of me when they see it.
No, just you. They'll let the dragon live.
No! Fools!
It's a dragon, but get the person in the mil-spec armor.
Get her first!
She's breaking the law.
Does it have any modifiers or anything?
No.
Okay, cool. Great.
Yeah, you have no trouble wearing it, but you think anybody weaker than you would have trouble wearing it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we will jump in now. It's been about a week, and what you have seen is you've seen. At first, there was TRID footage on the news of UCAS Army rolling in. Then that footage became less and less available, and it's more sort of from a distance. You're seeing this. It's basically UCAS has put up an encampment around Wrigley Dome. So you see a whole bunch of military vehicles emblazoned with UCAS Army logos. They put up fences around the whole thing. There is at one point you notice this, Frodo, because it's someone you know, and it's not a good thing. So I mean, you do see Fee sort of running around, but the person who comes to take charge is a Colonel Lance Jacobson, and this was the regiment commander of the unit you got busted out of.
What a dick!
And yeah, that is definitely what you thought of. Up to, hey, maybe he's in on this and throwing me under the bus. But you never had proof of it, but you could swear he's dirty.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But the TRID that you see after maybe day 1 or 2, it's all TRID like press releases with him giving speeches about how we're going to make Chicago safe again. People should just stay in their homes, not worry. The standard government speak.
Does this man have little hands and a toupee?
The smallest hands. Always held his canteen like this.
Firm or deny.
But I'm going to try to reach out to Fee, like on the slide.
Okay.
And see if I can see what's going on.
So you reach out to Fee on the sly, and she's able to tell you a little bit about what's going on. That when her battalion found evidence of that tunnel that you guys went through, she doesn't say that because I assume maybe you told her that, maybe you didn't, but she says, when we found this tunnel in this bar and you identify it, you think of it instantly. Yeah, that's where we went down. When they found, so Fee says, when we found that hole, we surrounded the dome and called in for reinforcements. And sorry, but that's the CO who showed up.
All right. Well, watch.
I didn't have any control over that.
Well, yeah. Well, watch your 6. Make sure he doesn't get you jammed up like he did me. That's something with Drek and Drek. I really bad at.
I worry more about the Drek that you guys have rolled into.
Oh, tell you more about that.
I mean, we saw the TRID footage, And you also saw the TRID footage released about, we'll say about 4 or 5 days ago. It was released. There was a televised proceeding of the corporate court where this TRID footage was played. And that's when the corporate court decided they were going to intervene, and they sent in the UCAS army.
All right, cool beans. Well, yeah, the TRID footage pretty much sums it up. Don't tell anybody, but we were the ones that took that footage. You like whispered? Yeah. So, well, you know just about as much as I do. I get the feeling that the tent cities inside Wrigley Dome are in on it somehow, but I don't have any hard evidence of that. So
that's good to know. So some of the mages here have been saying similar things, like some of these residents are merged.
Yeah.
So we've done what we can to separate them from the general populace, but it's hard to tell how many of the general populace are merged.
Yeah.
And she's looking she sort of pulls up in AR the TRID footage, and there are places that are strategically blurred out. And she points to a place in AR and says, "Oh yeah, that must be you."
I can neither confirm nor deny.
And she's pointing to a blurred blob that may or may not be a wheelchair with a dome on top.
That could be anyone. But yeah, it was me.
Yeah, it could be anyone. Oh, gotta go. The boss is here. Click.
Oh, no. All right.
So your comm rings again pretty quickly, and it's the caller ID says Juan Schwedel.
JT, what's up? Or JX.
I have need of your services again. If you're amenable to a meet, come to, and he gives you an address that's out near the airport. Be there by 2 p.m.
Which one, Midway or?
It's out by O'Hare.
O'Hare, okay. Alrighty.
So it is. So being out by O'Hare, it is outside the CZ.
Cool beans. I'm going to hit up the Avengers, or hit up everybody. And,
runners assemble.
Yeah.
So each of you in turn gets a call, or gets added to the chat.
Yeah, I'm just going to chat, and I'm just going to be like, yeah, Juan wants to meet at O'Hare in X amount of time. What? How long did we have?
So you've got about 3 hours.
Yeah, meet up in about 3 hours.
Unfortunately for Mather, it is just slightly on the morning side of noon.
The checkpoint.
People about calling me before the sun is.
The checkpoint to leave it's really tough to leave, right? Or was it tough to go in? I can't remember.
You've heard now that the checkpoints are being enforced more, and they're being enforced more for leaving.
Okay, I like to message Nick Ryder.
All right. So you message him.
Yeah, I just say, "Hey, I have a milk run that requires me to go out of the CZ. Can I get out with my crew?"
And the message that comes back says, "I can get one vehicle out. Which vehicle is it?"
One moment, please. And then I message the group chat. Hey, Nick Ryder can guarantee one car out. Flip for it.
Darcy doesn't have anything illegal on it. Whereas
that's true.
Andy's a dirt tank with a dangerous concealed weapon.
Yeah, that laser cannon is definitely illegal.
Yeah. So Darcy Darcy's probably the right one because if we get scanned, we won't get in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Let Darcy through. I'll try to see if I can. I'm used to smuggling in and out and military tactics and whatnot. I'll see if I can try to find a way out, away from prying eyes.
Okay. I message Nick back. Darcy, please.
All right. It gives you the map to the checkpoint and says you'll be allowed to pass at 1:30 p.m.
Alrighty.
Is that enough time?
Yeah, that's enough time.
Okay. Cool. And just for clarification for the viewers, what is passing through a checkpoint like?
So as you guys pull up to the checkpoint, you see there's a lot. It's basically there are still walls that surround the CZ. Some of them have been torn down, but there's still, and by wall I mean I'm talking charitably. They knocked over buildings to make a really high structure, and then at certain points along that wall, they didn't knock or they cut in when wall came down, and there are Lone Star there with an actual checkpoint and a gate and everything. It used to be more or less pro forma for a Shadowrunner team. By pro forma, it's you bribe the guard and they'll probably let you through. Now it looks like they're taking it a little more seriously. And it looks like they're stopping every vehicle and talking to driver and passengers for a while. So you get the sense as you drive up, you don't see a mage on duty. It's possible maybe they have somebody in astral space, but do you have any security knowledge skills?
I think I do. One moment. I have corporate security.
Yeah, go ahead and roll corporate security. The threshold will be slightly higher, but that's good enough. Yeah, so by the amount that they're talking with driver and passengers, it seems like it would be way easier to just have a mage sense people if that's what they're trying to keep in. And it is clear that they're much more concerned about keeping something in the zone than they are about keeping something out of the zone. That part has not changed. It's like they were kind of kicking back and watching the game for a few years, and then all of a sudden the supervisor came by, and now they're like, "Oh, Lone Star stuff." But you guys you make your way up, and according to the instructions that the detective writer gave you, you sort of pull up into what could charitably be called an express lane. It's like the second lane that they've sort of blocked off. And the guard that's inside the shack sort of nods and motions you, and the gate opens for you. And you can see as you're driving by, the people that the guards are talking to currently appear to be a little more, they appear to be angered a little bit at the fact that you guys got to go through first and without being talked to.
I have an urge. I have an urge so bad to just go.
Okay,
I do it.
That's much better than the urge that I thought you had.
Yeah, so that you get by with. The driver glares at you, but it's clear that the driver is pretty well engaged with the Lone Star officer.
But I mean, all in all, normally KO's urges normally are open the back doors of Darcy and throw a lightning bolt out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's much better. She's just using physical taunts now. That's real emotional growth.
Bro.
Frodo with 2 hits on Smuggler's Roots. you find a way. It's kind of a roundabout way. You are noticing that a lot of the smugglers' routes are being found and closed off. Like all of a sudden, Lone Star is being competent for some reason.
Can you guys have gotten your stuff together, tomorrow or something?
Or like a few years ago.
Right? Like,
but with 2 hits, it takes you a while, but you do find one that apparently they haven't found yet.
Okay. All right, guys, go on without me. I'll be with you when I can. The being pains in the asses are on the normal spots.
Oh, do you need some help?
I mean, no, it should be fine. But what, do you need a ride? I assumed Gertrude came and got you.
No, I'm sitting waiting on you. Where you been?
Yeah. I'll be there shortly.
He's going to be very surprised that I'm in your vehicle.
Don't tease him too long. That's not nice.
Lone Star will hold it for a while then.
So you guys eventually pull up to the address you were given, and it is a taco temple.
Checks out.
And you see a black SUV parked out front. It looks kind of like
everybody.
It's a Land Rover. It looks a little bit like your SUV. So you take a second take of it, KO, but it is newer and has different plates, so it is not your SUV.
I
And
have
you
a
see
nicer vehicle in my garage.
and so you guys all eventually pull up. And because this is the final mission, I'm going to say Mac is here also. But Mac will be the silent partner in this episode. So you guys go into the Taco Temple. Does everybody go in?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I smuggle in a couple of those hot sauces because it's got to be better than the package stuff that they had.
Wow.
It's the same company. The surprise is that those are what are in the sauce packets. You're just paying for the bottle.
Why didn't you tell me this beforehand? No, there's way too many different sauces. I refuse to believe it.
Corporations are built on lies and deceit.
Oh, whatever. The taco will taste delicious anyway.
The backs of the oppressed also are they're built on those also.
So you see Juan sitting. He's in a troll-sized plastic booth, dressed in casual street clothes and mirror shades, chomping on the remains of some sort of burrito. And as far as you can tell, he's probably been eyeballing you since you pulled up, because he's sitting like right by the window, and there's this big plexiglass window. He sort of nods at you and then rolls up the half-eaten burrito and the wrapper, dumps it in the trash, and motions for you to follow him.
All right. That's such a waste. I would have eaten that burrito.
Birdie, this guy's reminding me of Mirror Eyes.
So you guys walk back past the restrooms to a door marked employees only. And he opens the door and walks right in. And there's this teenager there, sort of with a crackling voice, says, "I'm sorry, sir. This area's off limits." And Juan says, "We're from corporate. This is an inspection." And then the teenager sort of shudders as he sort of backs off to the side. And Juan leads you guys into the freezer, into the walk-in cooler. And so you guys sort of huddle around these boxes of frozen tacos. The door closes and says, "Thank you for coming. I understand the circumstances of this meet are unconventional. but I needed to make sure I was at a place where we wouldn't be watched. Earlier today, forces of several corporate interests attempted to penetrate the insect hive below Chicago. After a prolonged firefight, they were repelled. Because of the apparent failure of this mission, the UCAS military is attempting to get approval to go forward with what their colonel is calling the Ripley Initiative. This operation would be the destruction of Greater Chicago area through the use of multiple high-yield nuclear weapons.
Dang.
We need you to finish the job of the strike team. I need a team to get into the UCAS base and extract there's one survivor, so we can get what he knows. His name is Lu Wendao. He's the only member of the team whose biomonitor is still in the green. He's a geomancer brought in from Wuxing to examine the ley lines. Last communication from him had him finding the hive at the junction of ley lines that have some sort of corruption. Get him out alive and find out what he knows about the corruption. Once you have what you need, turn him loose. Your secondary objective in the UCAS base is to find where the body of another operative is being stored and recover the memory from his cyberware. His head data will have navigation and tactical information critical to finding your way through the hive tunnels. Once you recover both of these, contact me and we'll insert your team into the tunnels, create a distraction for the spirits in the hive, and hopefully giving you a window to stop the bugs for good. Hopefully we can draw that nasty queen spirit away and give you a chance. Get this done and I'll pay you 90,000 nuyen for my personal slush fund. What do you say, amigos? Ready to be heroes?
Yeah. And wait, you guys own the Taco Temple, right?
Yes.
Dude, I need a lifetime pass for tacos as well, man.
Why do we let him talk?
Good make a negotiation.
Fight a hive mind of aliens and dodge nuclear missiles. Like
what my friend is saying is, we're negotiating.
Yes, there's a negotiation underway.
I step in front of him and go, as his pastor.
Hey, Mather, I have a request too.
Hold, please. One of my other parishioners has something. Yes.
Yes. Hello, Father. Look, I just got some new gear and stuff, and it's not exactly legal. I need the okay, like I have protection if I wear this stuff, and they won't take it from me afterwards.
Oh, it doesn't matter what they say now. They're going to take it away from you. Which is still.
No, help me!
What, you want a license? It's not fine. They don't have the authority to give you one. Understand that, right?
Just put a badge on it that says I work for a corp or something.
Yeah, cool.
Don't shoot me. I'm corporate.
So we're in agreement. We'd all like one thing, and just one thing.
I think that's the quote of the night. Don't shoot me. I'm corporate.
We would like a lifetime discount of let's call it 30%. All Taco Temple. We might die, and you get a break even. I'm just saying.
You said there was one thing each that you wanted, right?
Oh, no. That's for all of us. Each one
so for all of you.
Yes.
Good. Make your negotiation test.
And can my friend get a toy version of your badge? That's what she really wants.
That's great.
I mean, I don't have a badge. I'm not a police officer.
He don't need no stinking badge.
I tried to explain this to her, and she's just like, somebody not to steal our armor out.
But perhaps this will do. NA passes you, we'll call it a rating 2 sin. He'll actually distribute rating 2 sins to everybody. They are, as technology, corporate sins.
Bob knows what I'm looking for.
And it's basically you put your name in, and it's essentially it's a rating 2, but it's corporate security. And the tagline is, "As technology, no sacrifice is too great." That is actually their tagline.
Yeah. I shine it up and I type in Pope John Paul the 18th.
Wow. And with that corporate sin, as long as you have that corporate sin, you will have lifetime access to the Taco Temple.
Yay! There we go. That's all.
2 birds, 1 stone. Look at that. He goes to high five Mather and AKO. Sorry, I'm just really nervous.
So we are agreed.
I return it. I just
okay.
Mather does not, so I touch both hands.
Armor and tacos.
Very good. So that and the 90,000 for the group, and then we will call you heroes.
Yes.
More than one day. Sorry.
You're asking for too much.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes, we'll be heroes if we survive.
Yes.
We'll still be heroes, but we won't care.
Let me know when you have found, and he actually slides over a picture of Lu Wendao, as well as a picture of the other operative. Who was not named in the negotiation, but his dossier comes up, Hector Ramirez. And you're essentially looking to get the memory from his headwear comlink.
Do we have a last known like detailed location?
Last I heard, they were taken by the UCAS Army contingent here.
Yeah.
So no doubt, Lu Wendao is being interrogated. Who knows what happened to Hector Ramirez?
And how long ago was it that their biomonitor went?
So Ramirez's biomonitor went dark. We'll say that was 12 hours ago.
I'm gonna go ahead, like while we're still in the Taco Temple, I'm just gonna quietly send a message to Feeds that ask if she knows of any of these 2 people.
Okay. So it takes you longer than Juan is willing to stay before Fee gets back to you. But so you guys sort of break up and you leave the walk-in cooler.
I leave the walk-in cooler and go directly to the front counter. That's what I do.
10 dozen tacos, please.
Give me a couple. Give me some tacos real quick. Shiny new badge and in a hurry.
So Juan leaves the premises. Frodo goes basically straight to the counter and orders tacos to go. And then you guys make your way back to your respective vehicles. And it's at that point that you get a message from Fee. It is encrypted.
Okay.
using one of the assorted encryption keys that as twins you would have shared.
Alrighty.
So you have no trouble decrypting it. And it basically says, so it points out there's a little map there that points to where the body storage is. There's like a morgue facility. And then there's a tent that she's indicated inside the fence line. And she says, this guy is being interrogated. I think he's CIA.
Ooh, okay.
And with that, we will leave off until next time. So we will not be playing next week, the 16th. But we will pick back up with the final countdown on the 23rd. So 2 weeks from tonight. Join us and see if our intrepid heroes survive Chicago missions. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to the players for making it fun. And thanks to Tom for keeping us on the rails. Do we have announcements?
Yep, we've got a couple things coming up next couple days. Tomorrow night, on the same YouTube channel, we've got Shadowrun Denver. Sorry. Where we will, it's part 2 of the game that Jen started jamming a couple weeks ago, The Common Folks. Wow, it's been a busy couple weeks. I can't quite remember where we ended that. Or as we're hunting down some missing people. I believe we had just walked into a cult headquarters.
I mean, old elementary school, but you know.
What could go wrong?
Old elementary school under a graveyard. In a graveyard. So, I mean,
I was going to say elementary school under a graveyard? That's interesting.
Yeah. In a graveyard. I mean, what can go wrong?
Either way, what could go wrong?
Yeah. And then Thursday night on Gen Con TV, starting at 7 o'clock, me and Jen are going to be Rem's guests, talking about a couple Cortex Prime games that we've built, and how we went at them from very different directions and experience with Cortex. And then afterwards, we're going to play one. Weird Vegas.
Nice.
It's the 1960s. The authorities want the mobs out of casinos. And we're one of the task force, or the players are one of the task force put together to investigate the strange going on at the Crescent Casino. I'm looking forward to jamming it.
Sounds like a gamble.
Wow.
Oh,
that is a great tagline.
Oh God.
Thank you. I'm done. I'm retired. I'll see everyone never.
I am going to use that as a tagline. You're right, though.
Yep.
And I think that's all I've got. Anybody have anything else? All right. Then I think it's time for the credits. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Adios.